fade over to the mainstream. Welcome to whoever's in chat. If you can hear me. Yes, you can. Dennis, speak up. Yes?
Hello.
Okay, you're still a bit loud. Let's speak normally so we can detect. Okay, that's it. That audio level should be fine. Alright, welcome to the first... Hello, Alex. Welcome to the first stream of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Which, would you believe, The Legend of Heroes used to be a subtitle of a different series? But got turned into...
So is this a sub-series?
Exactly. Except this one...
Is terrible.
This one became the real series because they realised everybody liked this better.
Persona.
Yeah, kinda. Alright, okay, I'm confusing myself now. I suppose just alt-tab into the game, and we should get started. Are you all sitting comfortably?
Possibly.
Everybody got your
Maybe.
Everybody got your popcorn and water to drink?
I have my pop water.
Sody pop.
It's your funeral.
Every time I see the name of the god, I just... Adios!
That's what I thought it said.
And now the priest shall be Hispanic. Every priest shall be a Hispanic man. And here we see a quaint little house. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. Is that... No, that's a loaf of bread on the table. I thought it was like a massive hot dog. And Shira's gone travelling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit before dinner.
Don't say that.
Alright, Dennis, here we go.
Hey, I'm home.
Daddy! Come on.
Sorry we kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away?
Giggle. I can't, no.
Jiggle.
Okay, of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you?
Nope, I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present.
Really? What kind of present? Oh shit. A new fishing pole?
Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry?
I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? She's getting southern.
Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come and have a look? Oh god.
Dot,
We
dot,
cannot,
dot.
child.
What?
Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think?
I think that's slavery. Why is my present a boy? A boy!
Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up.
I had to use God knows how much chloroform I used. Wake him up, you mean he's still alive? You thought he was dead?
What?
Looks kinda dead if you ask me.
I've treated his wound, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
James, what kind of game is this?
This is an RPG. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that too.
He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair.
Okay, talking like gossiping grandmothers.
And a pair of amber eyes to go with it.
I'm pretty sure amber is what eyeballs are made of. That's nice to know. How'd you come clean? How about you come clean and fess up?
Fess up?
Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why'd you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy?
Where have you been picking up these kinds of words?
Illegitimate?
No doubt from
Scheherazade.
Scheherazade, I assume.
Yep, that's right.
For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I met this boy while I was out on business. Oh. And I don't even know his name.
You mean Bracer business?
Something like that. Oh, look.
Huh?
He's waking up.
No, he's not. Oh.
Bruh.
Oh, no. We can't do it. He's a main character, Dennis. You can't. Do you want me to take Joshua, as we will find out?
Is that the main girl?
No, Estelle is the girl. Will I take the boy?
I guess you be the main boy and I'll be
Every other
everyone
man.
else.
Wow, his eyes really are the colour of amber. Dot dot dot. Where am I?
So you're awake, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest.
Dot dot dot. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die?
Why? Oh, that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you?
Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. You have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? I have a deep, mysterious backstory. Hey! You're sure shouting at them for somebody supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it longer for your body. Make it take longer for your body to heal. Dot dot dot. Just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright.
She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age?
Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try to chase the sub. Ah! Quit yelling. Alright already. But you jumping at me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Yelling? Never mind, just forget it.
As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough.
You see, my daughter, she was exposed to gamma radiation as a child. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours?
Seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment.
That.
But his name is Boy.
Fine. Boy? My name is... What? My name is... Cut to intro.
My name is Boy.
And here we have a rather well-made intro, I think. For what budget they seem to have had. It is a shame you can't hear the music, Dennis. Maybe open the Twitch just so you'll hear it on display.
I'd rather not have
Oh yeah,
multiple things going on at once.
probably. Your internet might not be able to take it. What's your name and PPS number?
That's me.
Yes. You who plays the father. Not gonna die at all, is he?
Is this a game of guns?
Yeah, it's kind of steampunk-ish.
Ew.
Kind of steampunk with airships.
Ew. So, is his name Intro? Or is it opening?
No, he's saying all of this.
So then, like, a fucking bowl spins around?
Then the clock and the bracer symbol. Which, first of all, that's a gauntlet, not a bracer. Oh no, the 60 FPS bird.
Bruh, is that Cloud?
Ginger Cloud. Mysterious old lady.
Loving the soundtrack.
The pure silence.
Yeah.
Is that Char?
Well, let's say for a moment that it was Char Aznavour.
Da, da. Ba. Although maybe do check the Twitch just so as you can actually be sure that you are being heard. That's something.
Oh god.
As we pan in.
We better check.
Into a quaint little home in the woods. Uh-oh, Dennis, your line's coming up. Oh no, it's alright. Yeah, keep going. I forgot.
The president is a boy?
It's so bright in here.
We did it.
Yeah. I slept like a rock. I slept like the Rock, Dwayne. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua is still in bed. I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then too. I'm so deep. Playing my harmonica on the balcony.
You wouldn't understand my pain.
Oh, I don't like that clapping noise. Ugh. Sounds a little too wet. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. No, I can't keep doing it that way. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. No, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are. What? I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters sort of bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber? What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I'm clearly the woman of the house. That makes you something like my loyal follower. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somewhat wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one is my favourite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. Oh, that's my name! That's right, the whereabouts of light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that I don't do something that uses my whole body, I'd start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too?
I'm loving this voice acting.
Hey, I haven't gotten them to have characters yet. I can't get myself to do a southern drawl properly. Oh, your hobby? No, I can't do it. All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. You fucking nerd. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes?
Ew.
That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Walk out of your room and Ringo's in the hall.
Hey, Estelle, Joshua.
Morning, Dad. Dad? Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready?
It's ready and waiting. Why don't both of you hurry on down before it gets cold?
Okay. I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad.
What are they eating?
Bread. Tea. Bread and tea. Boy, am I stuffed from all this bread and tea. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Inhaling tea. Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot.
Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guilds today, aren't you?
That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers, just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either.
You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer.
Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. Dad! I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I'll pass you too.
That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we?
I hate his mustache. It's like it's drawn on. Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You're the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Sharon saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap. Totally forgot.
I do not approve of this.
Now that you mention
language.
I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. Star. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve.
Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality?
Ha! You're the one who raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Cher's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests?
Something I like to eat, huh?
Come on, Dad. There we go.
How about ruined tea, scalloped fish, and the balsamic vinegar sauce?
What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs.
You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I would get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible.
Like bread and tea. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong.
Actually, I do have a favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store.
Oh no, it starts.
They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today.
Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from General Goods Store. Received 500 mil.
If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending.
Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad.
Work hard and give Scheherazade my regards. There's the fourth plate. Look, it's the fourth plate with bread on it.
And now, we get to play. Let's talk. Talk. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now.
Fortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry. I'm carrying a big enough workload that... Did it freeze?
Huh? I'm carrying a big enough workout that the guild's not like to fire me anytime soon. Is that right?
Discord froze for me.
Oh, hang on. Let's just alt tab the Discord. It says it's moved on for me.
Ah, there it is.
Alright.
But don't you worry. I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon.
That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard coming out of your mouth. What? Alright. Anyway, now it's time to explore. Hang on, how do I actually tilt the camera? Oh, I can't. Z and X. Alright. Let's explore this room. I feel like that teddy bear's head is completely inside that hat.
It is.
And also, duck. Is that duck or a yellow ghost? It's actually hard to tell.
It's a yellow blob.
And here's Joshua's boring room. Boring. Ah, there we go. Now we can tilt the camera properly.
Great.
Yeah, there's nothing around here, I don't think. Actually, that reminds me. I should just open this up. Alright. Let's follow along with the plot. The Elise Highway. And here we have West Bright House. It's too bright. Don't look at the house. North Relent. 49 Selge. And south Garuna Gate. 259 Selge.
Is that their unit of measurement?
I think it is some unit of measurement. What it is, I don't know. The city of Relent. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I've never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect me to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild, over there then. Alright, now let's explore town first, because that's what you do in RPGs instead. Ellie. Fancy giving it a go, Daz?
Oh, well. The weather is so wonderful and revitalizing today. I have this strange feeling that something good is going to happen.
Ah, Veronica. Or Cassandra. Cassandra, yeah, that's the person who predicts the truth in Greek myth. Alright. I mean, all of these people are pretty much...
Where you walk into a wall. That girl is so cute. I've got to be courageous and try to talk to her.
Amand.
He's walking to a wall.
Oh, here's a great character. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that the two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I are lovers. We're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted, and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyways, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. Excuse me. Dennis, that is the art of side characters. Alright, now, where do we go?
I'm just on my way over to the forest of Mistwall to the south of here for work. Oh god, Discord. There was a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received.
Fremont. Oh, that's a name.
He's walking into the boxes.
Yeah, he's working, Dennis.
Sorry, I shouldn't belittle the working class.
Oh, it's Dad and Joshua. Good morning, Uni. Aren't Luke and Pat with you today? They were just here just a minute ago. The two of them suddenly took off and went somewhere. Luke and Pat.
It?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
It's mostly just an introduction to Luke and Pat over here. Wherever they are. There. Oh, hang on. I always love doing that in Pokemon games when there's characters chasing each other. You just stop them. So they just end up right on top of each other. Right, well, we'll get to know them later. Into the clock tower. We have somebody with a unique overworld sprite, but no face. Mr. Paddington.
Now, I know that voice from somewhere. Ho ho ho! Well, what have we got here? Cassius's naughty daughter and clever son, huh? Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show all grown up? No, show up all grown.
Are you here every day, Mr. Paddington?
Place has become somewhat of a new home for me.
It's pretty depressing looking.
I intend to spend the remainder of my days guarding this clock.
It's pretty depressing. There's a ladder that goes up the observation deck. Dot dot dot. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing really. How about we climb up the observation deck? Sure, I guess. And here we can see very little of the town because of how this game's draw distance works. Alright, now. What else do I need to check on? What other characters are worth sightseeing? Oh yeah. Welcome, Star! Oh, Estelle and Joshua! It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Lightbulb. Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. We're actually on our way to bracer training now. Oh, is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career or goal and is working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different than everyone else, though. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought it was very like you to pick the unusual route, is all. Oh, that's right. Tio decided that she was going to help out at her parents' farm. She even said for all of us to go up and visit her sometime. So that's what Tio decided on, huh? Okay, that's abrupt end to conversation. You ready, Dennis?
Crunch, smack, slurp. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, munch. Gulp. I get so hungry working in the mines.
That's it. I started working here because the owner said he'd let me manage the bar. After they started the morning and lunch service, however, I've been more of a waiter than anything else. Well, excuse me, you seem to just be standing behind the bar, whereas the girl is doing all of the waiting.
That's why he's the waiter.
Let's talk to the chef.
Yo, Estelle and Joshua, aren't you a pair of early bird today?
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Denzel. Washington.
In response to the requests of my customers, I started offering breakfast.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I don't think you should have been told to do that. You're a chef.
Today's special is wholesome pasta.
Today and tomorrow and the day after and literally every time you go to this in the prologue.
It's superbly al dente.
What does that mean? We don't speak that language.
It means superbly al dente.
Alright. Let's see. Yesterday's sales totaled. Our breakfast service has been going really well. Sometimes my husband comes up with some good ideas. He didn't come up with it. He was told to offer breakfast. Alright.
Maybe that's the mystery of the game.
It's just like it's kind of like a secret thing in the marriage where they just don't understand that he's an idiot. Now to the weapon shop. Top of the morning! Well, you have to do it, Dennis. You have to.
No, I'm not.
Alright, I'll do it. Top of the morning to you, kids! Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, Estelle, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks to the head she took, all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrain trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury, you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrain. Okay, you two. Let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? And now his wife. Good morning, Stella. Oh my! Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. It's practically the same voice. Are you on your way to the bracer training? Yeah, just you watch. I'm going to pass this exam and be as good of a bracer as Shara too. You're damn right you are. I have faith in you. By the way, Estelle. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them too? Joshua's so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Come on, that was a long time ago. I don't do any of that anymore, right, Joshua? Now that you mention it, you did take off from home the other day with your hair all in a mess, right? That was only because it was an emergency. Mr. Rhino got the new Strega brand sneakers in that day. Estelle! Yes? You listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take care of these things. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust, even if you're a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what is on the inside. Alright, I'll be more careful from now on. Well, that's that. How about both of you get over to the guild? You just can't argue with her. Alright, I'd say that's all the side stuff done. Still in her slave boy, according to Alex. Alright. Yeah.
You mean her present?
Yeah, I brought her a present. A slave. Alright, the general goods. Good morning, Mr. Rhino.
Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy new pairs of shoes?
Now that you mention it, are there any new ones and stuff? You know, like the newest Stregas? Unbelievable. You actually already forgotten when we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course, Star.
You've always been a big collector of shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stragus aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them around noon. Them in around noon.
Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over.
Sure, I'll be waiting for you.
And now we talk to his mother. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time I water my lovely flowers. Nothing yet, but her running joke for the prologue will be quite something. No point in going in there yet, so I suppose we just head into the guild and get on with it.
Will I do it?
If you want. I mean, I'm just taking a drink of water.
Well, I mean, you're already two characters, and she has a portrait, so I assume she is important.
She's just the as far as I know, she won't be going anywhere.
There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua.
Good morning, Aina. Miss Aina. Good morning. Is Shara here already?
Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll be fully recognized as members of the Bracer Guild.
Or is she going into a valley?
Good luck to the both of you.
Thanks. We'll do our best. She's becoming a valley girl the more you talk.
Because I can't do anything other than...
Man.
Yeah. ...
The star and the hanged man. The hermit and the magician. And last of all, inversion through the wheel of fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if this isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. This is my last day of training. I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today, in every way I can think of to make sure the high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. The training is my way of trying to keep some of the information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Cher's picking on me. Do you want to maybe take over Joshua, Das?
Alright, I guess I'll do my normal voice.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and easy to stick her nose in everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually. Probably.
I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me.
Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately.
Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your tarot cards! Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading of what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Like everybody who plays Yu-Gi-Oh?
Now that's surprising to hear.
Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimum level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. I suppose I'll... Yeah, there. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on the structure and type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. Excuse me. Oh wait, no. Although, okay, yeah. I thought she was calling weapons everyday products. In connection, this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Oh, it was horrible. Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain stability on their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting old ladies across the street. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of bracers in each region. Nobody tell them, though, that their symbol is a gauntlet and not a bracer. And the Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop ordnance. Orbital technology is also been a key pillar of support for Liberal and protecting its independence as is contended with neighbouring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. That is all. What kind of teacher tells you everything for just before you go on the test? Let's see. We've got a mountain of stuff to do today. I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how's today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is there won't be any studying at a desk involved. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes! That's seriously what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing.
Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle.
Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Alex, Estelle really needs to be told what country she lives in. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready?
Yes, they are.
Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. No! Alright.
These are very important, so make sure not to lose them.
The Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebook serves as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also anything you may hear, or anything that you may find, and where. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down.
Understood?
Crap, this sensor is going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. In fact, there's two. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. Yada yada, tutorials, I get this part. I played through the prologue, I know this. Alright, let's see. Training Retrieval. New. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Relent and bringing back the contents of a chest. Yes, I know this. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. You know how to read! Well done. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style.
Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the job themselves. I think being a bracer costs much more than so half of that.
I guess you're right. I'll just have to be even more motivated. Is that so? What? Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task.
What will we be doing this time?
We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He is graciously taking time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here is where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. In an Orbital Factory. You can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Oh, they're horrible. Arts have a wide range of effect and, if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Milders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So what is it you would like to know about? Orbits are mechanical devices that exhibit an array of effects for the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means lights, airship engines, and so on are also type of orbits. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbits, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic, full stop. Since each orbit is adjusted to match the owner's personal attitude, the structures for these devices also differ from each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed and elemental slots and lines which connect them vary at any rate. That's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first find an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. Oh, it's orbital. It'll take a fair amount of Sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible, and giving us your money for it. So what is it that you would like to know about? You kind of went through everything there. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else then, let's have you both try and use services here. For that you're going to need some Sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbits. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay. But for you, Joshua, it will have to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop you would be able to exchange Sepith for Mera. With this training, you will not be able to use this service. Yes, tutorial. Alright, now we start getting into the magic system. Which is rather good, I think. Hang on, do I need to... No, I don't need to open up anyone. Alright, so we need to get action 1 for Joshua, and what shall we give her? Yeah, let's give her the earth element. Slot, still. Oh wait, no, that. Okay. Alright, it looks like you're able to synthesize one. Now I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your orbits so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Ah, shit, well, we need to get a water one. God damn it. I forgot. Alright, I have to get one with support abilities as well. Actually, I should get one of each. Doesn't matter.
Spy all of them.
Just give me everything. One of everything. Alright, now, let's open up the menu. Install quartz. Give her water, so just for the tutorial. And give Joshua his time quartz. Alright, done. Alright, it looks like you've both got recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, yada yada tutorial. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your ordnance. The more slots you have, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value. Oh, fuck's sake, too much tutorial. Use this and get a new slot. Go ahead, yada yada. Alright. And now, we open up a slot. And who needs it? No, I'll give it to Estelle. Open up this one. And now, give Estelle her other one. Water and stone.
So, I'll ask after.
I see you've managed to open one of your ordnance slots, Estelle. Since your central slot is not limited to any particular elemental, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. That concludes your training here at the Oracle Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test?
You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning?
Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean, like, now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me!
Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help.
Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours.
We'll be rooting for you.
I'm going to remember that you let me hide dry like this, Joshua! All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point.
Understood.
That.
What's wrong, Estelle?
Sure? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be like a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You're so fucking stupid. You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and? And I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? Oh, what a relief. Sparkle. Oh, divine, adios. I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers.
So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test? No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory.
I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed.
I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all.
What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test. So how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, the test will be a search conducted in Rollent sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest, which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let your guard down, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tier balance. Monster guide. It's called a monster guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. And yeah, tutorial.
Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right?
Okay, Mr. Big Brain. That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Sharon.
We'll put it to good use.
Alrighty then. Let's get pumped to knock out this test.
Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such.
Gameplay. Alright. Oh, jazzy music. Alright, that's the monster guide. That's the quest book. And this is the menu. Alright, so let's take a look.
So the orbs or quartz or whatever give you like passive stats and...
Yeah, every individual one gives you passive stats, and depending on the element value it has, it'll give you the abilities based on that. Like you can see that obviously like this one only gives one value of water and 5% max HP. So one water gives me both of these abilities.
Oh,
and
okay.
obviously the one stone down here. But like you can get ones with the same amount of element but have different stat effects. And hang on, what's this do? That makes them faster. Yeah. Alright.
Interesting.
And now, here we go.
There appears to be a recovery point set up over there.
Alex says, Joshua lives with us now, he's used to monsters.
Let's use it if our HP and EP become low before engaging in any further battle.
Yeah, that's just recovery station. It's just full heal. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, let's just use it. Alright. And now. What do you think this creature is, Dennis? Huh? I can't tilt the camera. Because, would you have guessed that it's a rat?
That's a rat?
Monsters at 12 o'clock.
Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side.
Got it. Yeah. That's the only stuff that matters to me, and I already know it. 2 rats. I don't need to learn how. All right, now. Basically, in this, you have to actually. Okay, tutorial. Fuck off. I know what I'm doing. You have to actually get close enough to these things to hurt them, but you actually have control over moving, unlike a certain Shimono Trigger. Schmeek and schmooky. And the rat does nothing. This is just teaching how to use basic attacks in this. The enemy doesn't even move. You are missing out with the audio, Dennis. This is particularly good track.
I sure am.
And there is the first sound of Johnny Young Bosch.
Ew. You call me dead weight!
Fuck off, Dante! Alright. Now we get to learn how to use other abilities. Here comes some more.
Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks.
But Joshua, I don't think your harmonica will do anything against him.
Trust me.
It's my art. You don't understand. Yes. Alright. Art. Let's drop a fucking boulder on them. And he just shoots energy. So blur. And now, the most elegant ability.
Drop a rock.
It's actually quite loud in my ears. According to Alex, the enemies aren't moving because they see Estelle. They're paralyzed. Yeah, from behind they look a bit like a rat wearing a helmet, but I mean, still doesn't look like a rat. It's just teaching about moving up against the enemies.
Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot.
Oh god, I didn't realize. The 2 extra abilities you have are arts and crafts. Roger that. Alright. Okay, I know the tutorial. Oh yeah, I can... Estelle can make other people stronger,
Come on!
whereas Joshua uses his 2 swords to hit twice. Huh, what a concept.
Ooh!
Alright, I don't need to actually do it again, so... Ah! Did I click move instead? Smack!
So is this whole game system based on the grid?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, the grid doesn't actually seem to... Oh, fuck's sake, Joshua, you missed. It doesn't seem that important for most things. Like, I'm sure if you grinded the way most RPGs get you to do at some point. Grinded? If you grind. I'd say that'll just get you to, what's the word? I'd say you could ignore the grid if you grind enough. Oh, and guess what? Enemies don't respawn until you actually leave the dungeon. Which means you could just clear out a dungeon and get all of the XP that it expects you to get.
It's pretty great.
And here is the first of the running gag of this entire series. I opened the chest. Let's say we look in the chest again. The chest is empty. Because of you. Nice work, hero. Such a judgmental chest. Okay, another rat. Oh shit, I didn't realize I was talking.
One blow using an S-craft or an S-break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is...
Yeah, it's just tutorial, it's not... I missed the part that was actual dialogue. Alright, well this is basically... You see the turn timer over here. When this thing is charged up, you can interrupt the enemy's turn to actually take the turn instead, using that.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Okay, but considering things... No, I shouldn't do that, because that's not how Actually, no, I can. Ah, never mind, fuck it. I'll just hit them. Just smack them! And see, now it's charged. Yes. And if I click that during the enemy's turn... Oh, it wants me to do it now. I can click it at any time, basically, is the point. And now unleash the super move, Pummel!
Oh god.
This poor rat. Alright. Now I go Joshua as well. And his does interrupt. Sever. Anime boy!
Nothing personnel, kid.
And then he gets it. That's that then. Whatever you say, Ichigo. Got a juicy bone.
Juicy bone.
Some nice crispy bacon. Hang on, is there anything down here? Oops, that's the map. There's a button that's supposed to speed up the game. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. No. Shift? No. Tab? No, fuck it. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we've made it this far, the rest is going to be a piece of cake.
Seems like we've got a little breathing room. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our action.
Yeah, and just take control of the turns. As you can see, these symbols are extra effects. So if I force myself into this position, I'll get the effect instead. Kind of thing. Except there's no actual way to force yourself into another position without actually using these. So it's not exactly something you pay attention to for most of the game.
So what's EP then?
This is what you use for the elemental attacks, and the CP
okay.
is what you use for the skills. You basically just call it magic and skills. That's basically the way to think of it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's not. Don't mess with the CP. Stab. Oh, is that what it means? So if you kill an enemy on the turn with this, you get more resources to make more magic. You missed. And now it's your funeral.
Ka-chow.
The rat that does not move. And hit this one. Meaning Joshua will be the one who gets the heal. And now... Actually, that won't actually work. Alright. Yeah, do it this way.
Soul Blur.
Which, I mean, I do question why they're called elemental quartz when, like, I mean, time is considered an element. Alright, and let's use the water one this time. Which, against enemies with the same, with the no actual weakness, doesn't really matter. Alright. Aqua Bleed! It's just a big drop of water. The big drip. Oh, it wasn't enough to kill it. Fine then. No, wrong thing. Drop a rock on him! In the meantime, let's just walk. The ultimate ability. Big rock. Big rock that is, for some reason, louder than every other sound effect in the game. More juicy bones. And now, we finish the quest. Found 2 small boxes. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's not just 1, but 2 is kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside.
Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective.
You're not fun at all, Joshua. It's nothing to do with our mission. It's what I call good, honest curiosity. That. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with the teensy-weensy peak, right? ...
If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means, be my guest.
Matthew was asking how long until we get to Blighttown. Did you just say the F word?
Yep. Opening one of those boxes could result in automatic...
Hello?
If this were a real job, hundreds of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they are nothing illegal, we have no right to open them.
I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself.
If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Miss Shara when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here.
Alright. And that's it. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot. What does this chest say? By looking inside this chest again, you flunk! Just kidding.
Lamau.
Yeah, there's nothing down here. And that's the end of the basic sewer dungeon. Oh wait, it's already the yeah, we're quite close to Blighttown, Matthew. We're in the sewers.
Why doesn't Matthew join?
Because he's a bitch.
Also, what's Blighttown?
It's the disgusting poison swamp area at the end of the sewers in Dark Souls.
Thought that was Matthew's home.
Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one.
I figured she would try it and set us up like...
Congratulations to the both of you. You've successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, sure, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit chat for now. Let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But did you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but there's no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line's in sight.
Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal.
Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation, and the steps you took to get there, are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch. As you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work.
I look forward to seeing great things for both of you.
Her accent changes every time. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Yeah, just talk to her.
If you passed your qualification exam, there's one thing left to do. When you want to report that you've finished a job, please select the report option.
And there we go. That's the first mission completed, and we got some BP.
Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note is that depending on how you handle the job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you receive. You will also accumulate points, which are known as BP, Bracer points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in the rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. These ranks for Junior Bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making the first rank.
Okay.
The amount of Mira and BP you will receive will also be recorded in your Bracer notebooks, so please have a look later on.
All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina. I'm sorry for putting more work on your plate today than usual. Ez? You there? Ah. Here, I'll do it for the time being. Don't worry about it. Training new braces is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? And knowing Shara, it'll involve the whip. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you will be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then, Scheherazade holds out 2 small boxes. Aren't those boxes the ones? In answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay if we open it? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet! No, not sweet. Alright, let's have a look. Estelle and Joshua opened the boxes. Received the Bracer, Junior Bracer emblem. This crest is... Does this mean that we're... Ahem. Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are hereby appointed as Junior Bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. At least warn me, Dennis.
I can give you a warning when no one else gives me a warning.
Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild.
So I'm a Bracer now, huh?
No, you're a human being. ...
I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in.
Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy, running around, screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Ah, look at us now, world, we did it!
I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed.
I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You've been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just want to say thanks.
Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara.
Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of Bracer's many duties. Duty. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father, Cassius, trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save the conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on, so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it.
Get what?
This is Sherazard, aka the Silver Streak. You know, that one time she ran through town naked? One of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father.
No good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion.
Huh?
Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we've qualified as junior bracers.
Right. Did you insult me there a minute ago?
What?
Alright, that's... And here we have the setup for the next bit of the plot. Alright, I'll do Luke. Hurry up and come on.
Wait for me, Luke.
Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh great, it's Estelle.
Hi there, Joshua.
Okay, you little twerp, what's with the oh great, it's Estelle remark? And what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer, you wannabe. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Liberal than the milk that comes from Purcell Farm. What? No way. The Purcell Farm's milk is the best. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers.
More like braces in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now a high pony, on the other hand.
Quit being a killjoy.
Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for both of you.
Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I could be said that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle. What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. And that means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school.
I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back.
You better watch out, Estelle. I'm gonna go trade in my secret base before you know it. I'll be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go.
Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua.
That boy. Luke, he always trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something.
Rather, I think it's the exact opposite.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious.
I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times.
That's not really what I meant by curious.
Alright, now, let's not forget to get the newspaper, of course.
Liberal. Hey there, Estelle and Joshua. How can I help you? Did you manage to become bracers?
You bet we did. Maybe I should have you start calling me Hyper Bracer Estelle from now on.
By the way, Mr. Renan, did the Liberal news come in? Yeah, it came in a little afternoon.
One might say it came in the afternoon. Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever, I'll take one copy then.
That comes to 100 mira, please.
Wow, it's the issue 1. Did this newspaper just start or something? I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well?
It sure does. The Liberal News have excellent reporter and camera woman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. You're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received with shipping goods, but don't hold the free part against me.
The recipe. What's this supposed to be for? Start blank pages. You gave me an empty book.
It's a recipe book, isn't it?
If it's empty, it's not.
Oh, how about you write something in it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time, it's gonna cut pretty deep in your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes in play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free.
No, it isn't.
Assuming you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this one out? Go ahead, eat this cookie, Estelle. Go ahead.
I made it a personal rule never to turn down sweets. Eat the maple cookie. Learned how to make maple cookies, because that's how it works apparently.
Basically, all you have to do is eat the food and learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. Well, that sounds pretty convenient.
Almost like it's not how that works in real life. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I'd never seem to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste bud for once in my life.
That's the spirit. And in passing, if you need any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs.
Oh, I see. You gave us this gift to get more money, huh? You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Renan.
Thank you for the recipe book. We'll put it to good use.
Yes. That's just a way to get more food.
Eat food. You learn.
Yes, I too I've eaten fanciful dishes and immediately learned how to make them. Alright, what's Mr. Renan's mother got to say? I'm so glad that Renan's store has finally got on track. It seems as though it's become much easier to get products since he started having them brought in by airliner. Ever since the first orbments were invented, the world has become a much easier place to live in. The subplot hasn't started yet.
So, is this going to be a story about exploitation of machinery?
Maybe, I don't know yet. Oh, looks like he's actually gone to ask the girl, Dennis.
Oh my god! Alright. I've confessed to her several times since this morning, but I can't get her to accept my love. It doesn't seem like she hates me or anything. What am I doing wrong?
This was you.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm so distressed. He's my type and I like to accept his proposal. But this place is not my ideal situation.
Is the place or whatever really that important?
Of course it is. This could be the memory of a lifetime. It may be the place that comes to my mind when I'm old, deathbed. I just can't accept an alleyway like this as being that place. I guess this type of thing can only be understood by those involved.
And we shall see how that plot develops later. Uh-oh, here we go. I need to take a drink of water if I'm going to voice her.
Yogi.
Hey, Estelle and Joshua. Is it true that you really became bracers? You're always one of the first to hear everything, aren't you, Claire? This is just what I expected. I saw the potential in you both. Way back. Yup. Yup.
Yup.
You're going to get out there and earn a lot of success, right? I like Scheherazad's adult charm, excuse me. But I'm partial to both you and Joshua.
I'll take that as a compliment.
What's Alex say? Accept sweets from strangers all around the world to learn how to make sweets. Alright, now let's head into the bar, check up. Really? You completely...
me?
No, it was me.
Oh.
Really? You completely finished your training? Hey! No, I can't raise my voice. We finally finished it, Alyssa. I'm officially a real bracer. Well, congratulations, Estelle. You've always wanted to be a bracer ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? But don't bracers have a lot of dangerous jobs? Yeah, something like that. Joshua, Estelle, don't overdo it. And watch out for each other. Estelle has the tendency to get in over her head.
That's a very good observation, Alyssa. The only problem is that Estelle doesn't realize this herself.
I'm standing right here, you guys. Joshua and I just care about you, Estelle, that's all. Anyways, don't get too full of yourself and end up getting hurt, okay? Okay. That's it. And now, I missed talking to this guy in the prologue, so when I tried, so let's see. Yeah! Yeah, my son-in-law is still half a man when it comes to this business. This isn't an easy job, and it takes a good 2 or 3 years to become a real woodsman. John Woodsman. Are you ready, Dennis?
Oh my god, John Woodsman 4.
Go on, Dennis.
Crunch, smack, slurp. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, munch. Gulp. I'd better get back to the mine before the boss figures out I dished work.
If you remember the first time we talked to him, he said he works up an appetite from working at the mines, but he clearly doesn't.
Maybe his work is
All right.
getting there?
How much money do I have? Let's find out. I have 900. That should
900.
be. Let's eat
Wholesome
eat some pasta to learn how to make pasta.
Good. I needed that.
Anything to say? It looks like that female.
Oh, was it you or me?
I don't remember. I'll do
I
it.
guess.
It looks like that female merchant over there came from Bus. Not only does she seem smart, but she's extremely attractive as well. Okay. Then again, she'd probably never give me the time of day. Her accent is a little different, though.
Who's he talking about?
This woman here. I didn't...
Well,
It's not really-
Well, I do the.
It's not really worth talking to her. She's kind of just... It's just, hey, our business is going well. Yeah. That's just back and forth that for the next... Until
No, she has an accent, so.
Oh, you want to do it? Alright, I'll do the guy. Let's see, I've made a contact with some people at the Malcolm Mine, and we're working out a few business details at the moment. Please just wait a bit longer.
It seems like somehow I'll be able to number advantage. Salmon, our reception purchases are going through the fine, right? I can't. Since I spared no effort in coming all the way to Rome, failure is not an option, yeah? If I don't put yeah, it doesn't sound German, because I can't do accents.
Alright, we haven't actually talked to the priest. Our Hispanic priest. Estelle! You seem to be rather cheerful today. I'm not doing... That's not Hispanic at all.
Estelle, you seem to be
Be rather cheerful today. It's going Italian, I don't care. Did something wonderful happen in your life?
Yes, I guess you could say that.
Joyous occasions are indeed a wonderful thing. But it is at times when things go well that we should gird up our loins, for the trials ahead. Oh, goddess, adios of the firmament, please guide these unseasoned youths. Seasoned? Alright, let's talk to the nun. I'm a newly assigned sister at this chapel. I was recently transferred from the royal city to Relent. This place is surrounded by greenery, and everyone in town is so kind. I think I'm going to enjoy it here. Father Divine, which, yeah, that was his name, is a bit strict, but he is someone I can respect a lot. Right,
Wasn't there an upstairs?
There is, but it's just, there's nobody up there.
Ah, okay.
Right, that's everything for this part of the story. Actually, I should just check for side quests, because some of them, there are none. Right. But basically, that's just how a side quest works in this. You just get a job.
The RPG I played had a similar thing. Right. Estelle, Joshua, am I glad to find you? I found you two. Can't read.
Oh, hi, Aina.
Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today?
Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on?
You know Luke and Pat, right?
Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago.
What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but...
I don't know how to say it. That's simply the fact of the matter.
I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Lent.
You mean the Tower of Esmilith? Isn't that place supposed to be like breeding ground for monsters?
That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Sherazade is out on other bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely.
The boys? What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back.
I don't know if that's a good idea. The two of you are only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Stealth Judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. ...
Southern ...
I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children.
Roger that.
Understood. The Esmeralda's tower can be reached by taking over Western Pat at the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get into the Malga Trail through the Lent's north gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you're running into trouble, you know where to find me.
This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose.
I'll be right. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, you are.
Whoa,
In fact, you follow me in exact circles.
Estelle, what are we doing?
Alright, it's through here, I believe.
Come on, we have to save the boys. But first I want to go shopping.
Actually, maybe, speaking of which, I do believe that this will be going into a floor of a dungeon. Not the whole thing, but maybe it is time to get weapons and armor.
Oh.
Alright. Oi, give me your stuff. Anything worth selling? Nah.
Crisp onion.
Crispy onions. Oh wow, they're expensive.
Well, it's either kunai or
She goes up to 6, he goes up to 6.
armor vest.
So hers is more worthwhile. So get that. Okay. Buy her upgraded staff. Equip onto her. The birch staff. The pile rod.
Pile rod.
Although, hang on. How much is the that's not worth selling. Okay. I have leather vest. They're already wearing leather vests, alright.
Oh, okay.
But get some leather boots. And stick them on her as she has the defensive. Right. Now we go. Hang on, is there anything I need to do here? Go to the house next to a Ben bar. Uh-oh. Okay. Seems I've missed something. The bar, the house next to it. This one. Go upstairs. Into this room. Talk to the guy with the library.
Thanks to all the airliners in recent days, even Roland has been able to get a good selection of books. And thanks to that, I find myself compelled to buy a new one each time I head to the store. But I get yelled at by my wife for getting so many, so maybe I should cut back a bit. If only, I've only got the first chapter of this novel, so if you want, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Cornelia, chapter 1. What is this?
I bought 3 copies.
Books. This is actual story. Okay, well, I think I'll read that on my. I think I'll read that on my own time.
Tell me what happens.
Well, actually, what I do is, I shall. Page 1, and page 2, and page 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, on the VOD, people can pause to read the pages.
Good job. Always so considerate of the viewer. That's for you, Alex.
Well, not him. He's watching it as a stream. He doesn't get the chance to pause. Alright, now on the Malga Trail with yet another banger. Oh shit, the cats. I forgot about the cats. The flying cats. Alright, now we get back to combat. Smack! Soul blur! Weird discs of light. And because Estelle actually has a long weapon, she can actually reach enemies from further away if she can't move right up to them. Which is actually considerate of how the weapons are designed. Alright, they weren't here yet? No. I think somewhere here they introduce a new enemy that doesn't actually move, so it's quite easy to fight. Here we go. Plant monster. And now move into it from behind. We get the preemptive attack. And for that, we just smack it from afar.
Soul blur.
Rock! No, it's not Stonehammer Dennis, it's rock!
Rock. Soul blur.
Oh, you got
and then rock.
Boom!
Dead.
Dead plant. Piece of cake! Now we've barely got any resources from it, but alright. Oh, there's a cat. Alright, so what are you thinking of the story so far, Dennis? It's pretty quaint at the moment.
Does its job?
Yeah. I mean, it's the prologue. Nothing's happened yet. This is just setting up the status quo, as it were.
I know there was an RPG I played, and it had the similar. It was in a school because anime.
Exactly.
It was like, oh, don't go outside the school, or else you'll find monsters. But if you do, here's some money.
Oh well, yeah.
And I remember there was this tournament thing in it where people beat each other up.
Sounds more like a regular anime than a game.
Yeah. But Liam O'Brien was the main guy, so.
Ah. Okay. It's hard to tell which face of these things is forward, but you can tell by the red eyes. So then you get behind. You try and get behind. There we go. is they can't actually hit you. The drums truly make this soundtrack brilliant.
I thought it was a silence.
Well, yeah, they're using the silence as a drum, Henry. Alright, can I get up again? I can!
So does EP regenerate? Or
No, it doesn't. You have to restore it. CP
okay.
CP generates over time as you fight, whereas the EP is just drained and you restore it at like the points in the dungeons.
Oh, so it really is magic.
Exactly.
It's not like Kingdom Hearts magic.
Well, if anything, it's closer to Final Fantasy VII system.
What, just go down to 0?
No, you put in all the, you put in, oh, a new chest. Reviving bomb. What's the chest got to say? Not a thing remains in the chest except a lonely dead spider. Wow. Okay.
Preemptive strike.
There's a lot more enemies this time, so here's the last one of these. Alright.
Flying feline.
Nope, that's the wrong thing. Heart. Stone hammer.
Soul blur.
Oh, good. Eh!
Rock.
Alright, now let's just go up and smack the fuckers. Oh. Alright then. Crafts.
Dual strike.
I've got 2 swords.
2.
I remembered I can do that. Aha, I stole the guaranteed critical off of that. So now it's my ultimate ability plus the crit damage. There. 324. But he also got a crit.
So do their portraits change based on getting a hit, or is it like something that happened?
Did it? I don't know. I didn't notice.
I think Joshua was smiling in like the last battle. He was looking very battle ready in that one.
Estelle learned how to taunt. Why did she learn it? She's been doing it to everyone this entire time. Alright, so we should be able to end the stream after the end of this rescuing the boys. Isabellis Tower. 53 Selgate. Beware of monsters. Map. No, wrong map. There's 2 maps. Which one's the... How do I get the other one? This? Oh, do I just click this? No. This. There we go. Okay. This way is not towards progress, which means... items.
Treasure.
Oh yeah, when you level up though, you do get your magic restored, of course.
Oh, okay.
But considering this was a preemptive strike, I don't need to use magic with these. Because 2 attacks is enough to kill them. Oh, Joshua! Useless fucker, missing every time.
You should make his accuracy like perfect.
There we go. Well, I mean, you're not supposed to swing 2 swords, so maybe. It does something that I find is a pet peeve for me in RPGs. It doesn't, as in like, I prefer it the way it does it, where it keeps the number just going up and up and up, rather than like resetting to 0 over and over.
I'd rather have it reset to 0.
Yeah. Alright, another chest. We got a tier bomb. This chest is empty. I wonder whose fault that is. All the chests are so judgmental. Alright, go behind. And Estelle is guaranteed a critical on the next turn. Use an art. Solar. That one. Estelle, can you reach? No, you can't. Shit. I don't know then. Do an art. Won't get the crit, but nearly dead. Boom. Deafening sound of a boulder falling out of the sky. Alright, move up. Move up. And attack. I will say, even for basic sprite work, these plant things are disgusting.
Well, they're plant things.
Yeah, I hate them. Piece of cake. Alright. Now, here we are. Oh, one more enemy. Damn it. That wasn't preemptive. Joshua, hit it twice to kill it. I do think though that when you use dual strike with Joshua and he misses both. He's like, if he misses the first one, he's guaranteed to miss the second. Oh, god damn it, both of you. Alright. Oh, didn't miss that time, did you? Alright, Sepith up, which means more bonuses for killing the enemy. And a smack. You know, at the in this like the starting bit when they were kids, she said she was going to train with her staff, but she was shorter as a kid, which surely means she wouldn't be able to train with the staff. Surely. And here we have Esmelis Tower. It looks like we've come all the way to Esmelis Tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they've wandered inside?
It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry.
Right. Alright, here we go.
So is Estelle the main character?
Yeah, like you'll notice now once we see the boys that it'll give like a it gives an option in a minute, and it's very much from Estelle's perspective.
Okay. Which one's Pat? Is that me?
Pat's the nice one, yeah, you.
It's so dark in here. It's dark. I'm scared.
Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? They really did come in here.
Estelle, are you alright?
Look! Pat!
Boy!
If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats. Are they pretending they can't hear me?
Might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them.
Alright, let's turn around. How are we doing? Yeah, not that bad. There's no enemies around here. What are we going to do?
Somebody help!
Now, here's the thing. This is the thing I believe Estelle would do, but this is what Estelle would do provided character development. Which do you think is more appropriate right now, Dennis?
Well, right now I think the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh no!
Estelle! You idiot!
Flying cats! You monsters, go somewhere else!
No! Shoo! Leave us alone!
Chew on this!
Pew.
Estelle, what are you doing here? Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around.
Joshua, you're here too. Estelle, quit trying to be a glory hog by diving in all by yourself.
Lecture me later. Right now we need to take care of these things. Alright. And it's just... yeah. NPCs actually manage to be in your battles, and if they die, you lose.
Oof.
So, let's figure this out.
Clock.
Wow,
What does clock up do?
It speeds up his like movement. It's like he'll get more turns. Makes him faster.
Okay.
But considering
Ooh,
things,
strike.
it's not actually that worth it. Alright, that's one down, and now this is basically a regular fight again. She doesn't have an attack yet, so... Why are they doing... oh wait, yeah, I increase the cell's defense. Fucking dead. Who needs stronger abilities when you have the basic earth ability to crush them under a rock? Alright, now that increases his strength, so this should be stronger. A little bit. Stupid children.
Lamau.
Ooh, God, the keyboard is going mad. And there we go, hit again. Kill the cats!
Stupid cats.
Cats with wings? Terrible creatures that you are.
Oh my god.
And there we go. End of the battle. Beast flesh! And it's as easy as that, Star.
There was nothing easy about the mess you got us into. What were you thinking rushing in like that when I was testing the...
Oh, don't get your boxes in a bunch. Everything worked out just fine.
Is it safe now?
Oh man, that was awesome. You really show them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. Fucking Goyle. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You haven't dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Ow, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it, you violent she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault.
Estelle? Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school?
This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick.
Estelle, behind you!
It's something with teeth, isn't it?
Ew, it's a...
Shark turtle. Nice monster.
I'm not gonna make it in time.
Dad!
Dad, you came! You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's the part of what it means to be a bracer.
Dad! What are you doing here?
I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children. But you failed to follow through completely.
I already messed up, didn't I?
It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so.
That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle.
Of course I was. I'm her father.
I'm not gonna die at all.
Alright, everyone, let's file on out of here.
I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. But why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide.
That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright.
Fucking tuba in the soundtrack just wow.
It seems you've had quite a day.
That is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Relent, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you.
There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and... Anyway, I think that's all there is to report.
Child rescue.
You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves.
You already think so?
I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again.
Sure. ...
How about we head home too?
No. I guess we better. I've still got dinner to prepare. I learned how to make cookies.
Would you mind holding off for a sec? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got the chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead?
I wonder if it's more work-related stuff.
I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of the foreign branches.
One of the guild's foreign.
One of the guild's
oh,
foreign
shit.
branches?
Why did I do
I
that?
thought it was Joshua.
Yeah, you are.
As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberal isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known across the Zemuri continent, so we can expect these kind of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it.
And there we go. There's nothing here. Let's check in on everybody before we go home. Everybody important, of course. Like Claire. Okay, hang on. Drink. Alright. I've heard the two of you had some major success recently, Estelle and Joshua. I knew I was right to keep my eye on you two. Keep up the good work. I'm a fan of both of you. Oh, that's it. Oh, here's this character who will be important later on. ... Z. This lady and her cat. No point up there. It's not.
How endearing.
Where are they? Where the fuck are they?
Might be inside the house?
No, they wouldn't be anywhere. Like, they should be outside somewhere. Like, every character that you find in a house will stay in the house. Every character you find outside will stay outside. Where the hell?
Well, maybe they don't exist.
We just imagined them getting into a relationship.
Because Estelle really wants a relationship so bad that she imagined two children that wanted relationships.
Where the hell are they? Are they in the bar? Oh, there's Alyssa. Welcome, you two. Star, but without the star-shaped hole in it. Stop by having a bite to eat every once in a while, okay? If I ask my mom and dad, I can probably get you a free meal. She's getting southern. Oh, hey there, Estelle and Joshua. Rich, it looks like you had a pretty rough first day. Was everything alright without Cassius being around? He's the only other bracer in town. Besides the other...
There's only 4?
Well, 5 now, with these two. But it was just Charizard, Cassius, and him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, imagine that. Being the one non-super famous one. Alright, Dennis.
Crunch, smack, slurp. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, munch. Gulp. I'll get back to work after this next drink. Or maybe the drink after that.
We're just watching a man shirk his work. Alright.
And you don't even need to leave.
That reminds me, I heard a new lode was discovered in Malga Mine. There's maybe something to look forward to, Miss Arnold.
Ha 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 ha, Simon. It's certainly worth coming here to do business this time. It seems as though I'll be able to stock up on Septium as planned. It might even be worth staying in Relent a little longer.
Alright. I could have sworn. Maybe they don't show up until the next day. No. Oh wait, yeah, there's the old man who's at the bar and the woodsman. You did this guy.
Oh, man, I'm beat. I just managed to get enough wood out of the order I received. But my father-in-law won't even acknowledge my efforts. I guess I'm going to have to work harder.
Heh, my son-in-law shouldn't be getting all cocky just because he's gotten a little better at the work. He's still not fit to be my successor or my daughter's husband. He needs to be able to bear the weight of Relent's timber industry on his shoulders. The whole family dynamics thing. Just checking. Yep, got that. Oh. Well, shit. Apparently, we shouldn't be choosing choices based on what it seems like a character will do, Dennis.
Any reason?
Because you get BP rewards, and there's only a certain amount of BP in the game for picking the right choice. So maybe I'll just replay through this bit of the prologue for the next stream, once we finish up. Radmira. From a backwoods town, these stores do carry a pretty nice selection of goods. The liberal kingdom definitely has a different feel than with all these ordnance everywhere. I'd better get in the mood to do business starting tomorrow. I'm going to face some serious financial repercussions. Alright. And now, we leave. Hey Joshua.
Hmm?
That's it. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a brace? ... Don't ignore me.
Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill. And your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in stress.
Really? You think so?
Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower?
Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad didn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. Or worse, eaten. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. ...
That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know.
Yeah, too many syllables. Huh?
If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right?
No, I don't think that's how it works. What if Luke died? We can't take him back.
Yeah, you haven't tried. Overthinking and worrying about things that happen is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you?
Joshua. ... You're right, ... This isn't like me at all.
I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either.
Your face.
You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep it up.
Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit.
I'll never look at this time. Thanks for cheering me up. Don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear.
Maybe Glutton's closer to the mark than ditz.
Alright, so now we just run home. Nothing happens, and then we get cutscenes and end the stream. And the Bright family house. now. Is the game
Better not be
taken?
like a fire or something.
No. We don't get anything that cliche. That's... Why am I going to the bedroom? He's in his office. / bedroom. We're home, Dad. We're finished reporting to the guild like you told us to.
Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it.
Don't worry, we will. Before I forget, I got that copy of Liberal News you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild, too.
A letter, huh?
Well, I'm going to get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad, thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there.
I see you're being rather gracious today.
Fuck off.
Papa is happy.
Jeez,
I'm
again.
delightful that my daughter has finally understood what the great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump in your father's loving arms.
In your dreams. I swear the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I mean, Joshua barely talks.
I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction.
Yeah, I pushed her down on her face in the middle of the street.
Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with.
Yeah, imagine to take a falling face first in the middle of the street like that.
Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. That's the soft side of yours talking again.
Oh god, bunch of fucking... Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone into this fight to make a perfect meal in a single try. No wait, cooking is supposed to be a passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more.
That daughter of mine can be sometimes a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. Wait, what? But at this rate, there's no telling what we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table.
Or a dinner table to have food on.
There were 4 plates here. Ha ha. Alright then. Let's see what this letter is all about, shall we?
And the music changes.
Someone better not walk into my
Now.
room. A message from the Rovian Empire. ...
But with more serious eyebrows this time.
What?
Ooh, omelets.
Wow, this is a surprise.
This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel.
I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef.
Who made a very Asian cuisine despite this being supposedly like European medieval ages. Yeah, this is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been busy, but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment. I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time.
Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch out the window when you weren't looking, but it seemed that technique won't be necessary tonight.
Tonight? Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice?
Alright then, how about this?
Boy.
I never thought I'd be able to... This had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle.
Thanks, Dad. Wait, business?
Discord froze.
Oh. Hang on. Let's see.
Are you really leaving again?
Yes.
Discord's just...
What's the... Oh yeah, it's just the meme. Yes. If I alt tap, does it work for you if I alt tap? Can you see Cassie?
Yeah, alright. Something unexpected came up this time. I'm going to be away for
Hold on a minute. You're leaving when?
tomorrow morning.
What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon.
It's about the letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident?
Joshua, stop reading the script.
Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take care of the house while I'm away.
What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and then take off for who knows how long.
We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help.
I know. But what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you?
Oh, only about 5 or 6.
Only about 5 or 6.
So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead?
What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing, you lazy prick? Huh? Discord struggle? Is it? Dennis? Dennis, are you there?
Frozen. Oh god.
Hang on. No, I can't. Move it. I'll...
That I am.
No.
I'll have to do the ones which you can accomplish.
Is it just a maid? Is that what it is?
And I'll ask Sherazar to handle the difference. So, what do you say?
Okay, let's not make the same mistake. Let's check. Do I need to choose a specific one?
And I've been disconnected.
Disconnect.
Oh wait, no, I'm back.
Your stream currently has reduced video or audio quality. Maybe due to network connections. Oh. I don't know if that's just because we're both. Like, either of us. Anyway. What's the fucking thing? Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Turn to the right. Okay, no, it doesn't. It doesn't actually say so. Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these two, right, Joshua?
Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer.
Alex says. Cassius is delegating to his free labor.
Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guilds,
And
let Aina know about the change of plan before I leave.
all right, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone.
Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Wow, my Papa is so proud.
Stop referring to yourself in the third person as Papa. It's creepy.
Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now?
Is it fucking up that much?
Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman.
Okay, I've swapped it to 480. It might not look that good for you, but maybe it'll be quicker. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years.
I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow?
The flying one.
The one headed for Grantle or the one headed for Bose? I'll be the one headed for Grantle. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm clock just in case. And now we turn to another scene. Estelle is asleep in her bed. And out on the patio, Cassius is having a drink. What is supposed to be a small glass of brandy, but looks a bit like a soda can. Alright, Des, this is just your characters.
Dad? Are you still awake, Joshua? You'd better hold off on the liquor, or Estelle will get mad again. This is my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? No, I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she owes her liquor much better than I.
How many times are they going to use the
Dot, dot, dot.
ellipses?
Dot, dot, dot.
Dramatic pause.
Discord? There's something really serious happening. Okay, who is destroying my internet?
Alright.
There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement.
Within the... Okay, I think just to get to the end, I'll take over. At least Cassius, because he's going to do a lot of talking.
The Arobian Empire?
Erebonian. I think.
Oh. That sounds pretty suspicious.
This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian embassy to see what turns up.
Understood.
You know,
I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone.
You know, probing like all those alien movies. Don't you spoil
What's
that?
an alien?
Don't you spoil that girl? You hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she'll need to learn to look after herself.
Estelle will be fine.
Absolutely do not be always in the same adventuring party as her, no matter what.
Come on, Discord. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has a talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind there should be a first-class bracer today.
Yet at present she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's what you think.
Dot, dot, dot.
It's already been 5 years since you became part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. He's getting it the edgy anime boy way.
It sure does seem that way.
About what you said back then. Are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? Ellipses.
Dot, dot, dot. For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. You live in my fucking house, alright? No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family. No matter what may befall you.
Nod.
Not nods. Not nodding. Nod.
Just a singular nod. Dot, dot, dot. Thanks, Dad.
Also, does it not look like Cassius is sitting on like the very edge of his seat?
What do you say Discord doesn't want to work?
It looks like Cassius is sitting at the very edge of his seat. And that is the beginning of the prologue. Not the ending, the beginning. Right, no. Let's just... We shall end the stream here, even though there is a cutscene playing in the background. When we come back, the cutscene will play again. So goodbye.